Hey, you guys, this is Ms. Ray here, and this is our Friday assignment. What we're going to be doing is putting the shoe on the other foot today, and you guys are going to be creating content and asking me what I think. I want you guys to do a little research, not really research, but I want you to think about what we've learned over this entire unit. We've learned a lot. We've talked about race and ethnicity, we've talked about identity, we've discussed bias and dominant culture. We've read a couple passages and we've had time to really apply what we know and our understanding about those things. And so, what I want you guys to do is really think about what you've learned over these 6 weeks. And I want you to take a look at some things in the world and I want you to share them with me and give me your thoughts. So, what you're going to do is provide a link to the video or article. I'll give you a choice because I've shared videos with you. I've shared articles with you. And so you can choose which one you want to do. But whatever you provide to me, you have to read it or you have to actually watch it. And you have to tell me what you think about it first. So find me an article or a video you want to share. Read it, watch it, and then tell me what you think about it in about 4 to 5 sentences. And then ask me what I think, and then I will respond back to you. So, how does that work? What does that look like if I've never done something like this before and have no idea how to do research or even send a link? So, this is how it works. Think of a question or think of a topic. So we've talked about racial identity. I'm going to say racial identity just say racial identity. So here's a bunch of different articles about racial identity. And this one looks pretty cool. Looking at the different topics here. I'm going to scan and see how long it is to see if I want to read it anyway. Oh, that's not too bad. Those are references. Okay. That's not too bad. But it doesn't look interesting. I don't even want to read it. So I'm not going to give it to Miss Ray if it doesn't look interesting. But I did bring up detention centers on yesterday. And so I'm going to choose deaths. I want to know if anyone has died in these detention centers on the border. And so I'm going to click on this. Oh, wait, I just saw something that piqued my interest. What is this that they're saying? Immigrant kids keep dying in CBP detention centers. This was in 2019. Go away. All right. And DHS is actually Department of Health Services, won't take accountability. Ooh, this looks good. And it's not that long. And normally when you click on links like this, you'll get more stories and more options. So they have a few other stories here. For Black immigrant police and ICE are two sides of the same coin. That one looks pretty good as well. Trump's war on asylum seekers is endangering pregnant women. Ooh, this all looks really good. So this is a really great article that I could share. If I want to share this article, all I need to do is copy. And let's just pretend this is a response. I'm going to paste the link. And right under the link, I'm going to say what I think in 4 to 5 sentences. And then I'm going to end with what do you think? Okay. So let's see, does that look differently with a video? So this is my YouTube when it pops up because I'm always looking at different things with culture. As you can see, I have Toby's video there from yesterday. I told you guys about Vice and about the bait trucks yesterday. And so I follow Vice all the time. They come on HBO. Some really great, if you see Onyx Kids, my daughter, my big head daughter is always on there watching certain things. And so here are some good choices. Vice News is really great, but there are a few It may or may not pull up for you on YouTube or not if you're going in by your school email. So just keep that in mind. Vox is also a really good YouTube channel. They have a lot of great things. Jubilee, we watched a couple of those videos last year in my class if you were with me last year. And I want to say, even if you want to look at poetry, slam poetry, there's a lot of slam poetry that discusses racism, identity. Identity comes up all the time in poetry. And so even if you want to look at a poem and share it with me, make sure that it's connected to what we've been looking at this unit. Make sure that it's relevant to what we've been doing this unit. So button poetry is really great. Even if you typed in spoken word or slam poetry, Youth Speaks is a really great channel as well that has some great poetry. So just make sure if you are picking a poem or whatever video you are picking, that it connects to what we've been talking about in class. It shouldn't be random. So let's see. I'm going to let's see, I'll stick with the detention centers. All right. So thinking about detention centers, there's tons of different videos that address that issue. Tons of different things that you can choose that are really good that you can share. And so how do I do that? Well, you got to pick the video first.
So I saw in your profile that you like to cook.
Oh, I love it. This is my specialty.
She looks weird. All right. And then you hit the share button. Once you hit that share button, you'll copy that link. And there's also other videos on the side that give you different options as well. So maybe you click that video and you're like, this ain't as good as I thought it was. Well, they're going to give you other options that you can choose from that you maybe didn't think about. Okay. So I'm going to go and type in my answer. I'm going to give my link. And then I'm going to say what I think in 4 to 5 sentences. And then I'm going to ask Ms. Ray, what do you think? All right, that seems pretty simple enough. So please pick something that you actually are interested in, something you care about, or what you write about it isn't really going to have as much as an impact. So I will respond to you once you've turned in your assignment. And please make sure to follow the instructions, because I'm just going to give you a 0 and call it a day, because these instructions are simple and I made a video. So no back and forths tomorrow. If you don't do it right the first time, just going to give you a 0, let you know that this response is not acceptable, and I'm going to enjoy my Friday. So please make sure you read the instructions. Please make sure you read the instructions. Please do what the instructions say, because they're very simple, and have a great weekend. I will see you guys on Monday.